Welcome and thanks for joining us for Global Vision's online presentation, Don't Blow the Brand, covering the 4 pitfalls to avoid when running multi-channel marketing campaigns. Before we get started, just a quick overview of who we are and what we do. Global Vision are developers of Adora, multi-channel marketing platform used by marketers and agencies to drive brand engagement and first-time purchases, conduct online consumer research, increase brand loyalty, increase customer retention, and increase sales revenue. Adora is made up of 3 key components: multi-channel campaign management, used to engage with consumers across all touchpoints and track communication; an online surveying component, used to run quick online surveys to gain consumer insights and increase the quality of your consumer database; and advanced analytics to track campaign results across all touchpoints, provide you with visual dashboards of consumer metrics, gauge loyalty levels and likelihood to respond to campaigns. These 3 components in Adora work together to help marketers learn from previous campaigns and increase the relevance of their marketing, learning which campaigns are most effective with a particular segment of their market. As marketing relevance begins to increase, so do response rates, brand engagement and brand loyalty, which ultimately all lead to higher marketing ROI and higher recurring revenue per consumer. Global Vision's customers include the following well-known established brands, primarily in the consumer goods, retail, and financial services sectors. That's a quick overview of Global Vision and Adora. Please contact us for more information or to arrange a demo. Let's now get started with our online presentation, Don't Blow the Brand. The web, email, social media, and mobile communication have dramatically changed marketing by making it measurable, immediate, more intimate, and interactive, all of which are wonderful things for a marketer. Unfortunately, as marketers, many of us are diving in headfirst, ready to take advantage of all of the opportunities and cost savings associated with marketing via these new channels without proper planning, foresight, and technology to engage with consumers in a relevant and interactive dialogue by the most appropriate or preferred channel. The 4 major pitfalls to avoid when using new channels for marketing are running campaigns as once-off campaigns, running campaigns via multiple vendors and applications, running mass mailing campaigns versus precision marketing, where list sizes are reduced significantly through intelligent segmentation and personalization. And finally, not managing consumers' opt-in, opt-out statuses for each separate channel and brand. As a result, our marketing message, whether it's via email, SMS, call center, or direct mail, is being perceived as irrelevant and intrusive, which essentially equate to spam in the consumer's eyes. And it's one surefire way of blowing the brand. The intention may be good, but the perception of your brand as a result is bad. Let's go into more detail for each of these points. When we run once-off campaigns, we fail to take advantage of a great opportunity to begin an engaging, interactive, and relevant dialogue with our consumers. When we generate a response, we've gotten their attention, and we've opened up a channel of communication. This is then a great opportunity to use subsequent communications to get to know our consumers better, their demographics, their media consumption, their purchase behavior, and product preferences. This is the kind of consumer information you can begin collecting via online forms and surveys, or with the right technology, tracking read-open rates per email campaign, click-through rates, and most popular links. Case in point, Levi Strauss & Company South Africa run their loyalty program, the Levi's Loop, on our marketing platform. Through a series of multi-channel campaigns over an extended period, Levi's has been able to gain an intimate understanding of their consumers. Levi's objectives with the Levi's Loop were to identify customers who already have an affinity for the brand and engaging them in a direct relationship. By engaging them in a direct relationship, Levi's could increase brand engagement and have a stronger influence on brand loyalty levels, which in turn help maximize a customer's lifetime value to the organization by increasing average recurring revenue. Levi's began the program by driving customers to their stores through above-the-line ads. In the stores, customers can sign up once they've qualified for the Levi's Loop by making a minimum purchase of 600 Rand and supplying their personal details to Levi's store staff, who then capture their profiles via the point-of-sale system. Each new member is then awarded a loyalty card with a unique membership number that can then be used to link purchases to customers when the card is scanned at the point of sale. This data, along with campaign results and communication history, is then uploaded to the database and matched up to the unique customer profile in order to identify the most active and loyal customers based on levels of brand engagement, frequency of store visits, and spend. In order to increase the relevance of the marketing message, marketers can then segment their data to send out targeted communication based on a number of criteria, such as favorite Levi's product, purchase history, or home store. The Levi's Loop campaign has resulted in thousands of new customer profiles in their database, increased participation with the Levi's brand, increased loyalty, and identification of the most loyal and involved customers. Levi's have grown their database to over 22,000 Levi's Loop members, providing a significant database for the Levi's brand to engage in promotional offers and campaigns. These members are the first to be informed about new product arrivals, in-store promotions, and Levi's sponsored events and concerts. Recent statistics show that Levi's Loop members also show a greater participation rate and spend more on in-store promotion than non-members. So when we run once-off campaigns, not only do we lose a great opportunity to engage with consumers in a long-term, loyalty-building relationship, as Levi's have done, but we also risk blowing the brand by not building on available analytics to increase the relevance of subsequent communication. The next pitfall is storing consumer data in multiple databases because you're using multiple applications and vendors to run your multi-channel marketing campaigns. What tends to happen with multi-channel marketing campaigns is that we tend to use different service providers or applications to communicate by each channel. So we end up storing consumer data across multiple databases, which creates silo views of your consumer, the opposite of the single view we all strive for. The problem with these silo views is that you limit your opportunities to get to know your consumers better, and you risk contact saturation or communicating with your consumer too frequently because you're unable to track just how often you've communicated with your consumer across the various channels. The result is that regardless of how interested they may be in hearing from you, if they hear from you too often, they'll unsubscribe, and you've just blown the brand. Our third pitfall is running mass mailing campaigns with a generic message rather than precision marketing campaigns where you conduct intelligent segmentation and customize your messaging to appeal to each consumer segment and thereby increase its relevance. With the exponential growth in number of marketing messages people are exposed to today across multiple channels, effective marketing is no longer about personalization. It's about relevance. Today's consumer is expecting your brand to listen to them, know them, and be relevant to them. According to the Chief Marketing Officer's study on loyalty, one of the top 3 complaints by loyalty program members were spam and junk mail, which really equate to irrelevant emails. So when we run mass mailing campaigns without proper segmentation and customization, we're telling consumers that we don't really know them or understand them or their particular needs. And you begin to blow the brand by having your marketing messages perceived as spam. Our last point is gaining opt-in. A large consumer database is not necessarily a good thing. If you're emailing, SMSing, calling, or sending direct mail pieces to your consumers without having gained opt-in or their permission for you to contact them, you're essentially spamming them and blowing the brand. Even if a consumer ticks that box and agrees to join your mailing list to receive marketing communications from you, you need to review response rates and read open rates to identify consumers who are not engaging with you. If you see from your campaign reports that certain contacts never read the mail you send or respond to SMS, for example, contact them to confirm that they would like to continue receiving communication from you via the specific channel. Maybe they should be contacted in a different way. If they still don't respond, take them off your list. A good direct marketing database is about quality, not quantity. We've reviewed 4 pitfalls marketers should avoid. Let's now look at 4 steps to follow to ensure your brand speaks to your consumers in a highly relevant manner, at the right place and the right time, so you begin to build loyalty and drive recurring revenue. Before covering those 4 steps in more detail, I recommend you have a look at our 3-minute video of 4 consumers and the 4 perceptions caused by the 4 pitfalls we've just gone over. Either pause the current presentation now to view the video, or you're welcome to view afterwards for some context. In the last few minutes of this presentation, let's go through 4 important steps to take to avoid blowing the brand when running multi-channel marketing campaigns. The first thing is to have a look at your consumer data and consumer databases. If you've been running campaigns already, chances are that your data is all over the place. So first, consolidate and store all your data in one database so you can reliably begin creating that single view of your consumer. Once you've consolidated your data and stored it all in a single database, cleanse the data by taking out duplicates or merging duplicate data and updating contact details where possible. Updating contact details can be done either by a call center or an email campaign. While you're in the process of updating data, take advantage of the contact you make with your consumers by asking for permission to contact them again. Should you not yet have a database of consumers, create one through traditional marketing methods, such as running a competition that requires registration to participate. Now that you have a reliable and up-to-date set of data for your consumers, make sure to segment the database by demographics or other criteria depending on the information you have for each consumer and on the objectives of your campaign. Here we see a typical consumer dashboard, which provides the marketing manager with a visual overview of their data. Rather than running a mass email or SMS campaign with the same vanilla messaging to all consumers, segment your data based on demographics or other criteria and run several campaigns with varying messaging depending on the consumer profile. This will increase the relevance of the messaging and thereby increase response rates. According to Forrester Research, leading industry analysts in the US, email marketers who employ segmentation strategies are 4 to 6 times more effective than those marketers who blast the same message to every subscriber. Step 4. If you're using multiple channels for your marketing campaigns, try and use a single vendor or a single technology platform to ensure all communication and responses or interactions, regardless of the channel, are tracked centrally. So you maintain a single view of your consumers, a single version of the truth, a single inbox for all your communication channels and touchpoints. So you not only achieve a single view of how many times you've communicated with your consumer across all channels, but also a single view of how they responded to various campaigns, regardless of the channel. With time, by centrally managing, tracking, and storing your multi-channel marketing campaigns, you learn more about your consumers and build more information-rich consumer profiles, enabling more intelligent segmentation and more targeted and relevant messaging to yield higher response rates, more loyalty, and help you avoid blowing the brand. Thank you for joining us for this online presentation. If you'd like to learn how Adora can help you avoid the pitfalls outlined in this presentation and rather build brand loyalty and recurring revenue, please contact us for more information and to set up a demo.